How you doing? It's Trenius. Once again, you're tuned into the infamous Living Realm Network. Divine powers are always working for us because we're trying to do right. Yes, we're on the 1 month I Am Lit challenge here on the infamous Living Realm Network. If this is your first time tuning in the Living Realm Network, thank you so much for tuning in. I want you to be connected with like-minded individuals like yourself. I mean, we are all motivated, inspired by the law of attraction, trying to make ourselves better, other people's lives better, and the world a better place. I mean, that's what it's all about, positive energy, right? And this is manifesting houses. Manifesting houses. The reality of it really is possible. It's really possible to manifest practically anything you want into your life. But first you have to realize that it starts in your mindset. It starts in your mindset first. For instance, if you're staying in a small apartment, if you don't ever think you're gonna have anything better than that, you're never gonna have anything better than that. If you've always been staying in apartments all your life, and then you're like, I want to find a house, and then the next time you get to look for somewhere else to stay, the next thing to come to your mind is, oh, I should go find an apartment, because all the houses that you've been looking at, somebody jumped in front of you and bought it before you did. So you get scared and then resort back to where you normally are, which is ground zero. You have to really just want it. You have to really want it, man. Like, people say they want houses and they want cars, they want to get this and that through the law of attraction, but you really have to have a sheer determination to actually get this stuff, folks. We can't forget that hard work plays a major role in this also. I mean, we're going to use the law of attraction. We're going to get our mind focused on how to attract it into our life, and I'm going to tell you in a second here. But you have to realize that with everything, there is hard work to do. The law of attraction don't just make money fall off on trees. It brings you somebody who can give you a job. like it ain't just something that it's just, everything just flows into your world through LOA, and oh my God, the law of attraction just will make you be the best person that you can possibly be. Okay, but anyway, guys, how to manifest a house. First things first, I always tell my realm teamers, it's a belief system. It's a belief system in your mindset. If you're never ever used to having anything more than what you're used to having, it's going to be hard to manifest anything that you never ever had before. So with that being said, what's the first thing that you would do if that's the case? You'll probably look at some pictures of some nice houses. You'll probably look at some videos on YouTube. If you want to watch some videos on YouTube of some nice houses, look in the description section after this video, okay? Read the description section after this video, okay? Also, you will probably buy some magazines, some home magazines, that you keep on your front table in the living room and stuff like that. Probably go to Rooms to Go and just look at, different room setups and what you might buy when you get the chance to buy, when you get that nice paycheck that you're gonna make, because somebody's gonna come to you and present you opportunities on your job. You might get promotions and all kind of stuff. When you start to put this intention that I want a house into motion, you also want to make sure that you keep a positive attitude through all this. When you're in IKEA looking at the rooms that they have set up, and you're just, using your imagination to think about the home that you will possess. Notice I said will possess. You want to make sure that you're always in a positive mood when you're thinking this stuff into existence. A lot of people get sidetracked with the law of attraction because they start thinking in forms of doubt. They start thinking how the universe is gonna mess up, or how the universe is not really magical, and something wrong is gonna happen. I mean, that's human, right? That's only us being human, right? We have that happens to us from time to time, where we just start to just get impatient and start to say to ourselves, it's not gonna come, like in our mind, like it's not gonna come. But like I said in my video yesterday, if you didn't watch that, guys, I need you to watch that video. The secret perception of law of attraction, because it's all about the secret perception, having the correct perception in order to attract the things into your life. By changing your thoughts immediately, as soon as you begin to think something negative, you have to immediately cast it out. You have to immediately let it go, and get right back into this parallel focus of what you're going to attract. You want anything in this life, including a brand new house, one thing you have to realize is that it takes really, really great, powerful focus. It takes a lot of brain power and a lot of focus to use the law of attraction. You have to be like on a parallel path. Like you have to just put your heart into it, and you're not really putting so much of your mind into it. You put more of your heart into it, because once you have set the intention of wanting this house, you have to just really depend on the universe to get it to you without thinking. Now that's kind of hard, but I got a way that I'm gonna help you get this house, and you're gonna get this house. Okay, you're gonna get this house, and you have this house. Now notice the words I'm saying. You have a house. You have a house. Be careful what you tell yourself. I have a house. Don't say I'm gonna get a house, friend. Yeah. You've been watching that law of attraction video? Yeah. I'm gonna get me a house. Yeah. I'm gonna get me one real soon. They're gonna be like, okay. Then when they turn their back, they're gonna be like, whatever. So, what you want to say is, I have a house. Now tell that to yourself. Now don't tell other people like I have a house, and they try to come over your house and you still stand up under the bridge. When they drive over to your house over in Woodlark Lane, and you're somewhere in the woods in a cabin shack with no rooms, no kitchen, you're just in a room. They be like, I thought you had a house. It is my house. This is my home. So what we're going to do is make sure that we keep it to ourselves that we have a house. The powerful neuro-linguistic affirmations that we have to use for our mind, because our mind is a computer, is something that everybody doesn't have to know. I have a lot of money. I have a nice car. I have a house. Even though we can't see it yet, we say to ourselves, I have the house of my dreams. But first, I want to show you how to set the laws into motion. First things first, you already know, you got to make sure that you believe it, right? You believe that it's going to happen, right? Do you believe it? Come on now. I need a head nod or something, a hand clap or something. All right. Okay. I got you. You just want to watch. Okay. Make sure you press like then. Can you do that? But anyway, so you want to make sure that you believe it. Then next thing you want to do is you want to make sure you speak it into existence. Whatever you decide to do, whether you're in the middle of meditation and you get done with the meditation and you say, I will have a dream. I will have my dream house, or I am going to have a new house by next year. Me and my husband are going to have a new house for our family. If you decide to say it right after prayer or church or something, you can say, me and my family have a new house after 2018. You see what I'm saying? So you want to make sure that you say these affirmations to yourself in your head, as well as believe it. Now, the next thing you want to do, now this is where a lot of people go wrong. And this is something that you have to do. That's why writing is very important. Jim Carrey said it best. Writing is very important. This guy had a piece of paper in his wallet that said he will make $10 million. He put it in his wallet. It deteriorated over the course of time. Next thing you know, he got the role to play in Dumb and Dumber. And he probably had more than $10 million, but he was telling how the law of attraction actually worked for him. So what I'm going to tell you is the same thing that he said, which is, it's really in the Bible. This stuff is in the Bible too, because God in the Bible said, make it plain. Write your plan out. In the day they had to write it out on a stone. That's why you look at ancient hieroglyphs and stuff. Why you think they did so much writing? Like, why you think they wrote on so much stuff like in stone? Because maybe they knew the same magical thing that I'm telling you right now. So I'm going to go ahead and write what I want to manifest when it comes down to my house. And I'm going to do it in detail, really, really fast. Make sure that when you're writing out what you want to manifest in your house, because you got to think about the rooms, the bathrooms, how it's going to look, stuff like that. Take the time out to plan in detail. That way, when you're not around your plan at work or something, your imagination will remind you of all the things that you wrote down, in accordance to that vision. I remember I had a friend that told me that she wished she had not have manifested the house that she stays in now, because if she would have knew that manifestation and law of attraction was this real, she would have done it better, like in more detail. So anyway, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and just write mine down real quick. Just pay me no mind. Make sure that you do this too. If you got a pen and a paper around, make sure you do it too real quick. If you have time, I'm pretty sure you don't, but after the video. So give me a second, guys. I'm gonna just write. I already know what I want. So. got mine written down, and I'm gonna improvise on it after this video. And so that's something that you must do. You must write it down. You must write it down, and you don't have to never really go back and look at it, not unless you really want to, but just make sure that you write it down. You can write it down and burn it up. You can write it down, throw it in the trash, do whatever you want to do. As long as you write the vision down. This plays a major role in how the universe works on your mind. How the universe works through how you see the vision with your very own mind. You know you believe it. You know you spoke it. You know you wrote it. And so it's something that must come to pass. Okay. So this stuff, guys, it really does work. But like I said in the very beginning of the video, you have to make sure that all the circumstances and situations that come to you right after you set these intentions into motion through the law of attraction, everything is trying to get you to all these desires that you want. All the circumstances, situations, whether good or bad, the universe does no harm. It gives you everything that you want through dark and light. That's the universe we live in. Good and bad, light, cold, night, cold, girl, boy, opposites, polarity, duality. That's how the universe works, guys. And you just have to be the type of person to be trusting in the universe at all times and just know that it's all good. It's always all good. So many times we get sidetracked and be like, oh my God, I gotta do this now. They want me to do this. Why they want me to do that? Why they want me to do this? Because you gotta go over there to meet the person. He's a realtor. You don't even know you're gonna run into a realtor when you go over there and do what you don't want to do. And this person is gonna have the key to the house that you want. So you can't never opt out so fast. In all situations, whether good or bad, you have to always know that it's gonna be something to get you to where you want to be. Like whether it's good or bad, that's the key. That's the major key, y'all. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. I'm Trenius Innocent of the infamous Living Realm Network. I hope this message resonated with you. I always ask at the end of the video, we've been doing something a little different. If you watched the last video yesterday, the secret perception, law of attraction, I said that you need to write in the comment section down what it is that you're going to attract, that you will attract into your life. Because once you write it, it has to come to pass, especially if you speak it and believe it already. So make sure that you speak up, let your voice be heard, and leave that comment at the very bottom in the comment section about what it is that you want to attract. And you're gonna forget about it. That's the beauty about leaving the comment. You're gonna forget about it, right? Okay, that's what we want to do. This is how the law of attraction works. Non-resistance. You can't always be anxious for it, right? You're just gonna write it out. You're gonna forget about it. And then on down the line, because you know I make videos every 24 hours. On down the line, I'm gonna remind you, go look back at this video so that you can see if you attracted what it is that you want to attract. It may not be tomorrow. It may not be next year. But we're gonna get the things that we want in our life, guys. We're gonna attract everything that we want. This is a journey. Make sure you stay connected with me, y'all. I'm Trenius Innocent of the infamous Living Realm Network. 24 hours. I'll see you then. Peace.